This guy's walking across the field, and you can see all the stuff out there in the brush and papers and all that. I didn't notice him before, but I saw it when I saw him walking. He walks up to me and he said, "Could I get some food?" I said, "Well, sir, I don't have any food." I said, "But what I'll do is I'll go over to the grocery store and I'll buy you a bag of groceries." Never occurred to me to have him get in the car and go with me. I'll get you a bag of groceries, bring them back. So I did. I was going to do something, run an errand or whatever. So I did. I brought the groceries back, gave him the groceries. And I said, "Tomorrow," I said, "I'll bring you a coat and I'll bring you a blanket and maybe some other things I could try to help you with." I came back the next morning to give him that stuff, and he was gone. He wasn't only gone, there was no sign of him ever being there. There was no matted down weeds, there was no papers, there was no bags, there was nothing. So I get chill bumps now even talking about it. I know what it was. It was the beginning of the M.A.S.H unit. That was it. God was showing me that this is where our call was, this is where to go. And God has anointed that call and provided through miracles of grace to where we are today. And it has not stopped. And that's the miracle, because it was a divine plant. It wasn't planted by me, Jerry Leisman. I had nothing to do with it. All I am is just dumb enough to believe that God can do something through somebody that's a willing vessel. I'm ignorant enough to believe that miracles can still happen. And now we have buildings and we have homes for women and children, and we have a warehouse and all these things that keep coming that belong to no man. They belong to God. And to see what God is doing with these things is remarkable, absolutely remarkable. Changed lives like I've never seen before. Donations is mostly, our donations is items. It's really not finances, although we have had donations, financial donations given. We haven't seen that in quite a while. It happens, it's a rarity. We've had, some of our trucks have been donated, which has been wonderful.
Last year we were able to help Jerry obtain another building close by that he turned into a women's shelter. He's housing 15 or 20 women down there, women and their kids that are homeless. They took this building and they completely remodeled it. Did a great job, and there's a lot of women down there that are being saved because of having a place to go and food to eat until they get their lives straightened up.
That money, when somebody donates money to feed the poor or clothe the naked, I have an ethical responsibility to make sure the money they give goes to what they're giving it for. I will not rob Peter to pay Paul. Even if the church is suffering, I'm not going to take money, which it is. I'm not going to take money from the M.A.S.H unit that's given to feed or clothe the people and take that and pay bills for the church. It isn't going to happen. Our congregation is 70% poverty. So what happens is the tithes and offerings are very small, and that's what we live by. That's what I'm paid by. I'm paid through the church. I'm not paid by the M.A.S.H unit. I don't get a dime for doing the truck driving and going out and getting inventory and all the rest of it. My money, I'm paid through the church tithes and offerings.
I guess it's the entrepreneurial spirit from Jerry that he could start something like that. There's a man that works so many hours, and I get tired when I go down there just being around him because of all he does and the hours he puts in, and he's up driving around the state picking up things to resell. If all of us had that kind of energy, this would be a different world that we lived in. There wouldn't be hungry people, but you know, there's not enough Jerrys to go around. We're looking for people to step up and help out in these economic times.
We really need the help down there, and if you can't start a food drive, we invite you maybe to give us a monthly check to help support the needs. They have no income down there except what they generate themselves.
If I'm going to give financially to somebody, it's an organization, I want to make sure my buck is going to get the biggest bang that it can. And what I'm committing to people that will give to this ministry, their buck is going to get the biggest bang that they could give anywhere else. People, lives are changing. How much money do you put on that? How much value do you put on that?
Through your donations, through your kindness, you help families such as ourselves, such as all the people that you've seen at the Project Manna, all the people that cannot work, people that have no place, that are afraid because of the times that are passing with all these different things. The laws are changing and everything. Everybody is for some reason or another losing their homes, losing their jobs. And through your kindness and through your acts of generosity, you guys can help us help each other. And that is what we need from you. Thank you.
And I believe that this is to continue. And I believe now that what we're doing here and the philosophy that we're operating under is supposed to spread across the country. We've got to begin to see and realize this is America. And there's other ways to raise support and depend on somebody else to feed you.